We're on. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Week 5 of the 2024 football season. I'm Joe Sack, along with our super sub, color man, Steve Abid. We appreciate you being here. Tom Mikowski is in Los Angeles for a conference, not a concert, a conference. So Steve is fantastic in coming in and sitting in for either one of us. So we're here at the campus of Grand Rapids Christian High, Eagles Stadium, and contest between the Eagles of Christian High and your West Catholic Falcons. Falcons coming in at 2-2, and the Eagles coming in at 1-3, Steve. And last week for the Falcons, holy cow, versus Spring Lake. I know you didn't see the game. You were at
I was at a play.
All right, then.
I'm sorry I missed a football game.
That's okay. You've been to plenty of them. Falcons last week pulled out, and I mean pulled out, a 28-25 win over Spring Lake. Spring Lake, it seemed, had a phenomenal run game and a great offensive scheme. Exposed a little bit of the Falcons' maybe weaknesses and just put a great game plan together. And West Cali, it came right down to the last 33 seconds and defensively holding Spring Lake and finally intercepting on, they're inside the 10-yard line and really ready to score and take a lead after West Catholic had crawled their way back, being down and getting a late touchdown all on their own. So really, really big win for the Falcons.
Those games are great for fans. Coaches hate them.
I know.
They'd rather win going away.
Yeah.
But they'll take a win. You don't get style points.
Lots of Tums, I imagine, that evening for the coaching staff for sure. It's a blustery little evening here. And we've got the wind blowing right through the open window. But going back to last week, impressive rush game put on by Spring Lake. They have a time of possession scenario to give you, but definitely that's spelled out in offensive plays between both teams. West Catholic had 37 offensive plays to Spring Lake's 65. So you know exactly what happens in those kinds of scenarios, don't you?
Yeah, you know, when another team's able to grind it out like that and control that much clock, it's somewhat demoralizing on your side, on the defensive side of the ball. Right. And then your offense, the pressure is on to make those points up or to get that ball control back. And so hopefully the kids learn from that. You know, that's always what you want to do in any situation, and find out what we can do to sort of avoid that happening in the future.
Yeah, and all things remaining equal, you know, the ball control and the drives down the field, they averaged on rush yards 5.8 yards per play, and West Catholic on just their 37 yards averages 5.7. So very equal, but that time management and eating away at the clock with that run game last week was a big difference maker in keeping a Spring Lake program, which had very good players. I'm not gonna sell those guys short, and their scheme was fantastic. But right there, it shows you that the ball control, is really, really a big deal and played into Spring Lake's favor. The rushing last week offensively for the Falcons was spread out between 4 players. David Brittenfeld had 14 carries for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns. Grady Augustin had 3 carries for 9. Cal Peterson, 1 carry for 9. And Matt Gutierrez had 1 carry for 3. So, not a whole lot there.
Brittenfeld's our workhorse, right?
And he really is.
And so he had a good rushing average. Just got to be consistent, I would say, is the main thing. Yeah,
nothing more than that. Passing-wise, very efficient. Grady Augustin, who's, really had 3 games where he's done a great job at game management, and we know he can throw a ball. He was 14 of 17 for 173 yards and 2 scores. One of those scores going to Jack Zagunis, who has really for a transfer in, really taking a leadership role in the receiving corps. 5 receptions, 79 yards, and that touchdown. Gabe Schwieters, 4 receptions for 56. He had the other touchdown through the air. No interceptions for Grady. He did a great job. Aaron Record had 4 receptions for 20 yards, and David Brittenfeld 1 reception for 18 yards. We take a look at, the difference in the game was 3 points, right, Steve? Both teams had 4 touchdowns on the night, but how valuable is a kicker? How valuable?
Cannot overstate that.
Exactly.
It's a big part.
So on their first touchdown, Spring Lake, they ran right down the field, used most of the first quarter to do it, scored their first touchdown, and then missed that extra point. And for the balance of the game, they kept trying to regain that situation and get back to an even, 7 point.
Sevens.
Yeah, exactly. Landon Smith, for West Catholic, what a fantastic job. He is 19-19 on PATs this year. He is perfect on his field goals. He's 3 for 3 there with a long of 42. And really what a difference maker, and it's, really personified in the game last week.
Well, and, you have a good kicker like that, but that field goal situation, high school kids sometimes can't make those, and to have somebody that has that kind of distance and accuracy, that's a big plus.
Exactly, and he's done a fantastic job. Second year, really has won some games for the Falcons.
For sure.
And done a great job. West Catholic comes into the game 2-2. Of course, a loss down in Cincinnati, game that you did with Tom. Hard-fought battle against a very good team. And it was a 20-13 victory for Elder High School in Cincinnati. West Catholic came back, big win against Coopersville.
Yep.
And then the great big one, the epic game against South Christian, where Carson Viss just went off a 3-point loss again for the Falcons. And then the victory last week, a 3-point. These are pretty tight games, right?
Yep.
So a 2-2 team, West Catholic comes in ranked still number 2 in Division 5 in the MHSAA rankings, which is saying something for the strength of schedule here. We look at the Elder program, and we get more bonus points. We get 18 bonus points for playing them because of the size and how good their program is. That it carries a lot of weight in the point structure.
Yep.
West Catholic comes in, of course, number 2 in D5 as rated by MHSAA points. We look down and take a look at the ratings of some of the other media outlets. On3 website has got West Catholic in the state of Michigan, number 24 of all Michigan teams, a 2-2 team, and the smallest team by a long shot, that high in the ratings. The MLive writers have West Catholic at least 10th or higher of all area teams, which is pretty generous.
Pretty generous.
Exactly. And the D Zone has West Catholic number 3 in D5 behind Frankenmuth and Pontiac Notre Dame Prep and 48th of all teams. So kind of all over the board, but still a lot of respect, for a good program and their strength of schedule.
Exactly. And, at this stage, still don't know how good we really are. Those games could have gone either way, the ones we lost and the ones we won.
Yeah.
So it's high school football, and it's exciting. So
it is. And we take a look at West Catholic defensively against Spring Lake. Coming up big again, Aaron Record, number 11. This kid is, he is a ball hawk. He's got a really good sense of football aptitude, right? He's leading the team in tackles. His solo tackles exceed everybody else's combined tackles on the season. So this guy's a ball hawk. And last week he had 17 tackles. 12 of them were solos, 4 for loss. And in the middle of the second quarter, that's when Darren Smith pulled and said, Aaron Record and Matt Gutierrez, you need to spy these guys on these sweeps. and that's when things started turning around a little bit for the Falcons. Speaking of Matt Gutierrez, he had 7 tackles last week, 3 solos and 2 for a loss, propelling them. Chris Schaub last week, 14 tackles, 9 tackles for Colin Abram. These guys are doing really a great job. As we were watching the Christian High Eagles come out on the field, making a lot of noise. Let's number one, while we got all this going on here, all the noise, see the kids running on the field. It looks like it's patriotic night.
I like it.
Everybody's in red, white, and blue.
Very colorful.
Kind of fun. Let's thank our sponsors who bring you the game tonight. Fox Pools, and we're right here on the Fox Pools pregame show right now. Custom Caulking, West End Body, Frank's Market, Padgett Business Services, Frank's Market, Dubin Attorneys at Law, Shaner Avenue Nursery, Moore & Sons Roofing, Realtor Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, and Your Falcon Touchdown Club. We had some difficulties in patching through on the YouTube network, but I think we've got that resolved right now. Sorry about the short pregame show, but here is our national anthem.
Well, it's a great night for football, though, as you said, the wind is coming in out of the northeast. It could play a factor in the game with the kicking game and maybe the passing game, but it'll be interesting to see if that does play out.
So real quick to take a look at the Christian High Eagles. They're coming in at 1-3 and 0-1 in the OK White. Their games thus far opened up with South Christian, a loss 27-42. Then they played Grand Rapids Union, got a win there, 37-6. Then a battle with East Grand Rapids, 42-6 loss there. And then last week, a tough one with Forest Hills Eastern, 51-6. So not a whole lot of offense other than their opener, and then against Grand Rapids Union. The Eagles are coached by Kirk Sandberg. He's a 2004 alum here of Grand Rapids Christian, and coached the McCaffrey kids.
Wow.
So
he's got a good pedigree there. Pretty
good there, absolutely. And of recent, last year the Eagles had a tough one, 1-8, one win on the season, 3-7 in 2022, but 7-4 in 2021, and we're already ready for kickoff here. Steve, we'll give you the. Looks like West Catholic's going to kick off, and here we go. So kick's taken down by number 3, and that's T.D. Davis, senior for Christian. And on that play, tackled, I think it was Josh Hemis on the tackle.
And a flag on the play.
And it's a holding call against the Eagles. Again, we want to thank everybody for joining us on the Fox Pools pregame show. A little short, had some technical difficulties, but finally got patched through, and hopefully it lasts the whole game, Steve,
yeah,
right?
We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Nothing like
the little gremlins don't attack.
The details, right? So that's going to back Christian up.
Inside the 10.
Yeah, just the 10-yard line.
10-yard line.
So sophomore Charlie King's going to be the quarterback. He starts out in the gun. He's got one receiver to the near side, one to the far side. And a quick handoff. Looks like that was going to go to number 22, Tony Phillips. He's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4 on the play, Steve.
So the key, I think, for West Catholic is to get a 3 and out right off the bat, get the ball back, and see what you can do offensively.
Right. So Charlie King again sets up in the gun. And they're taking their time. They're going to try to use as much clock as they can. Man in motion is number 3, T.D. Davis.
A little counter play there.
Yeah, a little counter up the middle.
Gained about 2, maybe.
That goes to Tony Phillips. Gain of a couple on the play is going to bring up 3rd and 3 now, Steve.
Okay. I think they're probably going to keep it on the ground here.
Oh, it is a crosswind, so it's kind of a tough one to throw into. Looking to the sideline for a play. One wide receiver near, one far, another handoff to Davis. And he's met by a host of Falcons, maybe a half a yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down.
4th and 2. Nice stop there.
Nice stop there. After last week, the defense is going to want to put out a much better performance, and it's a good start for them. So they're setting up as if they're running a play here. And they're going to try to draw West Catholic off, yeah. Now he directs Tony Phillips to step up. This might be a rollout. It's a quick kick.
Nice kick.
Yep. It's going to bounce at the 48-yard line and get a big Grand Rapids Christian roll. Boy, that thing's going all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Wow.
And that's where West Catholic's going to set up.
That was a good play. We had to keep our defense in and not return the punt, so they got a lot of roll at the end of it there.
Well, they sure did. That's flipping the field.
For sure. All right, let's see what we can do on offense.
Yeah, here comes the Falcons. Grady Augustin and company. Look at the size of our offensive line. I'm always impressed.
They have some size, too, it looks like. So
yeah, they really do. So here's Augustin. He's in the gun. Sends record in motion. Handoff goes to Brittenfeld, and he goes up the middle for a gain of about 2. Falcons shuttling players. Abram comes off, and Luke Radlinski comes in. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Augustin in the gun, takes a snap, hands it off to Brittenfeld. No, he doesn't.
Still has it.
He's scrambling now. It's a design play. A little bit of a keeper. Kind of lost his way a little bit. It's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And this is going to be a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a design keeper or
I don't
if
know,
he
looked
just
a little lost after he missed the handoff.
Or there maybe should have been a receiver there that wasn't.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Again in the gun. Back to pass is Augustin. Goes across the middle, falls incomplete. David Brittenfeld is the intended receiver. And he was looking for a little bit of a call there.
Yeah.
He didn't get it. Right in the middle of the field, and that's a quick 3 and out for the Falcons.
Yep. I'm not sure he was really open. The defender was right there, but it looked like he could have been interfered with, too.
A little bit of a sandwich play, it looked like. Right in between the linebackers, middle of the field. So Cal Peterson comes on, the West Catholic punt unit. He does a little rollout, but missed it a little bit. And that was lucky it didn't hit a West Catholic player.
Yeah.
Because that honestly was like topping a golf shot, wasn't it? It hit behind the line of scrimmage and luckily hit a clearing.
You got some roll on it, but they really have great field position right now.
They do. That ball's going to be at the 47-yard line, Christian's 47-yard line. And that was a little ugly out of special teams.
I wasn't, after I had just talked about the kicking game earlier.
Yeah. So here comes Christian on their second offensive series. Charlie King in the gun, puts a man in motion. Back to Davis. Davis going up through the middle, and a very powerful run by him on first down. Gets about 13 on the play. Boy, he's a big runner. 6 foot 225 is what they've got here.
Wow.
And he runs with some attitude. So that's going to put him into West Catholic territory. Here come the Eagles again. 3 receivers to the far side and a stack. 1 receiver to the near side. Davis behind Charlie King. Now a man in motion is Golston. Back to pass is King. Finds his receiver going through the linebacking corps.
Nice tackle.
Yep. Jack Zagunis with the tackle, but really nice route ran by Golston and nice patience shown by King to find him.
He had a little pressure, but the receiver was wide open. He came right across.
So gain of 6, going to bring up a 2nd and 4. If you're just joining us, we're scoreless here at Christian High. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter of play. King again in the gun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Davis in the backfield gets another big run. Picks up about 11 on the play, went to the far side, got a couple of good blocks. A couple of would-be tacklers didn't wrap him up there.
No, they had some shots, and they got to take those shots.
Yeah, they sure did. I
so
think
far,
that was William Owens. That was William Owens, wasn't Davis.
Okay. Their line is beating us to the punch right now, and that's not something we usually see.
No. So 1st and 10, ball's at the 21-yard line. Here's Davis, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. And he's back to pass. Intended receiver falls incomplete. That was going to Brant Alice.
Good coverage there. You overthrew him a little bit.
A little out of reach. Owens comes out. Back into the game comes Tony Phillips. Getting the play in from coach here, Kirk Sundberg. Kirk had a lot of success as an offensive coordinator in Colorado. 2 receivers to the near side. Now a little bit of a naked boot here. Screen goes to number 8. And that's
good enough for
Adrian.
first.
I love the naked boot.
Yes.
I really do. It's like one of my favorite plays. And they ran it well right there. It is now 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. So Christian marching down the field.
Really taking it to us here, too.
Here's a hand up. That one goes to Phillips, and he's in for a touchdown. 10-yard run, ran right up the middle.
There was a big hole there. I don't know who missed their key, but he is a big kid.
So Christian tonight, a 10-yard run.
And the kick is good.
So it's located on Alpine Avenue between Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemicals, supplies, and accessories, offering annual closing and opening service as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right.
Well, they started with good field position there, and then they didn't waste too much time getting into the end zone.
Well, they sure didn't.
And that running back is 6 foot, 225, so he is a load.
Comes Christian High, little chop kick, and that's going to be grabbed by Colin Hunter at about the 30 or 35 yard line. He's going to run it up to the 40. So Christian High trying to get it in the hands of somebody who might not be very comfortable with it. But West Catholic, pretty good field position. They're going to start off the 40-yard line. We're at the 5:29 mark in the first quarter. 7-0 Eagles.
I hope that was a little bit of a headed in the right direction here.
Yeah, don't take anybody for granted.
For sure.
Grady Augustin sends Record into motion, hands off to Brittenfeld, and Brittenfeld runs up. Gets about 5 yards. It's a big pile. Finally brought down by number 26. It's Bryson Clark. Second 5, ball's on the 45-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Brittenfeld off to the left. He takes the handoff from Augustin. Gets about 3.
So, big third down play here. We want to keep this drive going.
Definitely want to keep this drive going. Ball's at the 48-yard line. Coach Landon Grove calling the play out. Jack Zagunis to the far side, Schwieters to the near side. Handoff goes to Brittenfeld. He goes right up the middle, crosses the 50-yard line, gets to the 49 of the Eagles, and West Catholic converts on third down.
That was nice to see. A little consistency here.
Right. Okay, here's Augustin. He's in the gun. Brittenfeld to his left, and a little bit trickery. That's going to be handed off to Schwieters on a bit of a hole.
It's there.
Really was. And a quick entry into the hole once he found it.
Yep. Running it to the short side toward the boundary and managed to cut it back up the hole.
Yeah, so let's see. It's going to bring up about, they got about 3 yards. So that was a 7-yard gain.
I know coaches are tempted to throw it on these second and short plays, but the ball. So
does he now?
Especially when you've had success doing it.
And it's going to go to Brittenfeld. Bumps into his.
Third and less than 1.
Big Charlie Stoker, yeah. 3rd and 1, looking to convert again. Grady Augustin's going to do a quick handoff to Brittenfeld. What? That pile moved.
That was a nice
pile,
surge.
Yeah. Big surge. 2 third down conversions now.
They've got a little tempo going, and
here's the handoff. That goes to Luke Radlinski, had that one. Gained about 1, maybe 2. Clock's ticking down, 2:15 to go here in the first quarter. Grand Rapids Christian Eagles 7, West Catholic nothing, but West Catholic is driving. Here's Grady Augustin on a rollout. Looked for Jack Zagunis, but a great play made. Knocking the ball away by Aaron Golston, number 2.
Good coverage.
Good coverage, a little bit of a rollout. Zagunis along the near sideline, and Golston came in and he got a hand in the way.
I think he could have run it for quite a few yards there, maybe even a first down.
Agreed. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Radlinski in at running back. He's set up to the left of Augustin, taking a look at Coach Landon Grove getting the play. Radlinski changes his set, goes to the right, record in motion, and here's Augustin back to pass. Nice setup screen. And that went to Radlinski. Well designed, nice screen.
Nice play. We're still short, though.
I'm going to bring up a 4th and 2, but I think this is definitely 4-down territory if we're moving the ball this way. Yeah, and West Catholic's going to go for it here. 4th and 2. Ball at the 15-yard line. Here's Augustin, handoff to Radlinski. Escapes the tackle. He's going to the 10, 5, and touchdown. 15-yard custom caulking touchdown for the Falcons. And they're an extra point away from tying this one up, Steve.
Trying to figure out, there's a flag on the play.
Is there?
Against Christian. Unsportsmanlike.
Unsportsmanlike
Seems
conduct, yeah. They will
assess
that on the kickoff, right? Yeah. All right, looks like we're back on. I think we're having some technical errors. There's some firewall issues here, and we apologize for the shaky broadcast. But here's King back to pass, and he's got Golston.
Wow.
Man, just outside his fingertips.
I'm not sure if the fans were able to hear that West Catholic scored with the less than 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, so we're already, we've surpassed the first quarter of play, tied up 7-7 here at Eagles Stadium, campus of Christian High School. So Christian again on the field. It is 4th and 10. And I think they're going to set up for that quick kick again. Boy, that takes something to get that kickoff that quick, doesn't it?
Yes.
You mishandle that ball, and it can get really bad really quick. So that's going to get them all the way down to the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. Excuse me, West Catholic will be taking over, trying to capitalize.
See
run
if they
down
can
the field, see if they can, reverse
build
the
on
field.
what they did in the end of the first quarter.
And it looks like the wind has died down a little bit. It was pretty blustery when the game started. We take a look at the flag there in the west end zone, and it's not doing a whole lot.
Nope.
Here's Augustin, 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff goes to Brittenfeld. Boy, he's running hard.
Nice run, nice hole there.
He's going to pick up 6 on the play, it looks like, maybe 7. And they are in a hurry up right now. Here goes Augustin, handoff again to Brittenfeld, trying to catch the Eagles off on their defensive set. It's going to be enough for a first down. So a little bit confusing for the Eagles, and West Catholic with a new set of downs. Ball's at the 40. Augustine's got 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, fakes the handoff, and gets it to Schwieters on a long pass. He's going to go all the way in for a touchdown, 60 yards.
That was very nice. Quick read. Hits him right on the fly.
Right on the fly through a dart. And West Catholic that quick, 60-yard custom caulking touchdown to Gabe Schwieters. And, boy, he was on the fly on the far sideline. One man to beat. West Catholic takes a lead.
He showed some wheels there, too.
Oh, he sure did. And what a great ball thrown by Grady Augustine. 9:32 mark. West Catholic takes a 6-point lead pending the extra point. We've got a flag on the play. It looks like delay. No.
Encroachment.
No, it's encroachment.
We declined it.
Yeah, we're going to try to kick it again here. So the hold, the snap, the snap, the hold, the kick's up, and it's good. And West Catholic takes a 14-7 lead at the 9:32 mark.
That encroachment made me remember your classmate Greg Pope used to be the snapper on the PATs back then, and he could get the defense to jump on the PAT, and then we would go for 2 after that.
Really?
So, yeah.
I'm going to be playing golf with him this weekend, and I'm going to bring that up.
A little technique.
What did he do?
I'm not exactly sure because you can't simulate the snap without being a penalty on the offense. So I don't know if he just
kind of
flinched his hand a little bit or something, but happened more than once. I'm not going to say it happened all the time, but and Fred would never hesitate to go for 2.
Oh, no, exactly. So there's Landon Smith to kick off.
Nice kick.
Nice deep ball taken at about the 9 and up to the 30 and still going is number 3. That's T.D. Davis. It's a nice first name if you're playing football. T.D.
Yes.
T.D. Davis. His mother doesn't call him that, I'm sure. So out to the 33-yard line go the Eagles. And they want to respond here, obviously, to West Catholic's run. Their big pass downfield. So King in the gun. He's got 3 receivers to the near side. And Phillips in the backfield. The handoff goes to Phillips, and he's wrapped up very quickly by a host of Falcons. That hole closed up, tried to reverse course. Colin Abram on the tackle, loss on the play of about 3, maybe 4.
It's nice to get them behind the chains on first down and then force them into doing things they don't really want to do.
On 2nd and 13, here's King. 2 receivers near, 2 far. And empty goes the backfield. Little screen flare pass. That's out to Phillips. And a quick tackle made by Chris Schaub. Nice job for your linebacker to roll out in coverage when he sees the back.
They had that pretty well defended.
Yeah,
it's
they did.
3rd and 11, so.
Three receivers near, 1 to the far side. Phillips in the backfield. Here goes King. He's back to pass. Pockets collapsing. He scrambles, comes to the near side. He's got a man. Found number 3, T.D. Davis. Little bit of a broken play, roll out.
Yeah,
smart receiver is going to get open for you.
He came back to the ball.
Yep.
Quarterback got himself some time.
For a sophomore, I really like this Charlie King. Seems pretty collected. So on 1st and 10 here, just over midfield.
Oh.
3 receivers in the far side, 1 to the near side. Phillips in the backfield. King takes the snap. Handoff goes to Phillips. Oh, he's just broke a tackle. He's down to the 30. He's so big you can't get him high. You really have to dive down, but powerful.
So
yeah, we've got a flag out there at the 43-yard line. Let's see what this is all about. Wait, I don't know if that was Schaub or yeah, this is going against the Eagles. Going to put them back behind the sticks now. Back across midfield. Ball be at the 48-yard line. Never get that lined up quite right. Oh, now he's good.
Yeah, there it is.
14-7 if you're just joining us. West Catholic leading Grand Rapids Christian Eagles. 7.5 minutes till halftime. Eagles have the ball. 1st and 15 now. Receiver in motion. King back to pass. A little bit of a wobbler and nearly picked off by Jack Zagunis.
Very close.
A tighter spiral, he probably would have had it. That's a hard one. That came out of his hand very awkward.
Very weird, yeah.
Now this is going to bring up a 2nd and 15. That holding play was very costly on a great run. They were all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Yep.
3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Phillips in the backfield. Handoff, almost bobbled. Screenplay set up, goes to Phillips. Let's see how far he can get.
Nice tackle.
Tackle by Colin Hunter. But a gain of about 13 on the play, maybe 12. And it looked like it was a play action. He faked the handoff, and it looked like he had bobbled it a little bit, but regained it. Enough time to hit that screen pass. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. King in the gun. Phillips in the eye. In the slot, Brant Alice. And we got a timeout coming. They were down to 1 second on the play clock. So first timeout called by Christian. And let's thank some more folks here. Custom Caulking is the contractor's choice for quality waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond. Both residential and commercial custom caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. The Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs. And Frank's Market, located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roasts, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's is the only choice. Steve?
We have an Experience West Night coming up. Middle school families are invited to join us for Experience West Night on Thursday, October 10 at 6:30 p.m. Experience West is an interactive open house filled with opportunity to discover why West Catholic is the best place for your students' high school education.
Here comes Christian out of the timeout. Quick handoff to Phillips. Phillips met very quickly there.
Wow.
Yeah, nice.
Great.
First by Jacob Dussault, and then a host of tacklers, including Zagunis.
Yeah. He stood him up, and then everybody else came and joined in.
Yeah, so a little bit of forward progress. 4th and 3 now for the Eagles, and they're Don't have a traditional punting unit, but they're looking to the sidelines for a play. Coach Sundberg. Fourth and 3 now. Man in motion, and King finds his man on a little naked boot, number 7. Went to Brant Alice, excuse me.
They had all the flow going to the left, and then he booted back to the right.
That is my favorite play from the 10-yard line in. The releasing tight end on a naked boot, right? But it worked really good right there on 4th and short. And with a new set of downs, here comes the Eagles. King out of the eye, hand up to Phillips. And Phillips, he just fumbled the ball. I don't know who laid that hit, but that ball came out with a little bit of fire.
Yeah.
And it looked like, was that, I think Chris Schaub. It was either Schaub or it could have been Trace Tanis who recovered that fumble, but first turnover of the night for either team. 4:50 to go until halftime. West Catholic leading Christian 14-7 here.
Got the ball on the 21-yard line.
So West Catholic probably looking to score again. Great pass to Schwieters last time. Here goes Augustin, puts Record in motion, steps back to pass. Long pass down the field to Brittenfeld, who grabs it at about the 48-yard line and falls. Great play.
Wow. That was a great catch.
Great catch, and Grady Augustin puts the ball where nobody else can get it. I am really more and more each week impressed with this kid's arm.
He really let him run under it to get it, too. He put a lot of air under the ball.
2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, and Zagunas. Handoff goes to Record on a little jet sweep. He's up to the 30 and gets knocked out of bounds. Nice gain on the play of about 20. West Catholic's moving the ball.
They are. They found some things they can do.
What a beautiful night. We take a look outside. The sky is amazing colors here as the sun sets. Lights are on. It's a great night for football.
It's beautiful. God gave us this.
Right? I don't think anybody would disagree with that in the
not
stadium
with these two
tonight.
schools.
No, not at all. Looks like we got a timeout
all
called
right
by the Eagles, and with that, let's pay some more bills here. Did you have more to go on the Experience West night?
Yeah.
Let's finish that one
What was that? Where did I leave off? Come learn about the school's academics, faith life, arts, athletics, and more. Visit grwestcatholic.org/admissions to register today. That was that Experience West night for October 10 at 6:30.
Really? It's all running the ball, right? Yeah. So Steve Grooms just popped over. He's taking a look at scores from around the area. Zeeland West and Unity Christian are playing, and Unity, it's 14-0 right now in the second quarter. And that's a big one. I tell you what, Unity is back.
Yes, yeah.
And Zeeland West never left.
They never left. They don't go anywhere.
So here come the Falcons back out after a timeout from the Eagles. They needed to regroup a little bit after a few big plays here. And now Grady Augustin in the gun. He's got Brittenfeld in the eye, 2 receivers near, 1 to the far side in Schwieters, and that handoff's going to Brittenfeld. He's going right up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles.
Now our line is starting to do the job, gaining confidence.
Took a second, but a nice gain of, I think, 8 on the play.
Yep.
And again, 2 receivers near, 1 far. And in motion goes Colin Abram, handoff to Brittenfeld. Brittenfeld's got a big hole. He gets up across the 15. Finally tackled, I think, by Golston there. And seeing some personnel changes. Gutierrez now in the ball game, along with Colin Abram. West Catholic with even set, 2 receivers near and far. Abram, and the handoff goes to Gutierrez, and he's going to cut it up inside.
Oh, nice cut. Nice tackle.
And a big tackle. Caught him from the inside out. It's big number 56. David Hutt, 6'2", 210 coming at you. Gutierrez is he's not a big guy, but he sure is fast.
He really is, and he made that really nice cut there.
Yeah, West Catholic can still get a first down if they make it down to the 3-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Good Jack Zagunis in single coverage here to the far side. Handoff goes to Colin Abram. Colin Abram gets a couple of yards before he's brought down.
We got plenty of time here with 2:40 to go in the quarter. Felt like he gained more than that.
Yeah. Max Wildman now comes in the game. Rittenfeld set up to the right of Augustin. He's going to take the handoff. No, Augustin's going to take it on his own, and he runs in from 8 yards out.
That was nice.
Design play.
You bet.
And that's one that he's been needing to do. Fantastic run. Cut it back a couple of times and was untouched going into the end zone. So West Catholic now taking a 3-score lead. Or excuse me, a 2-score lead at 2:14 to go until halftime. 8-yard run by Augustin, custom caulking touchdown. Number 3 on the night for the Falcons. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So 2:14 to go until halftime. West Catholic 21. And Christian High 7. Steve, they look pretty good there on that series.
That was a nice drive. The turnover, at the 20-yard line and then taking it 80 yards with probably about 2 minutes off the clock. That's pretty good. Back to that fumble for a minute. I'm getting information that Hunter forced that fumble. So
thank you.
Remember, we were trying to figure that out.
Popped that ball, and they popped it hard. Hey, Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate. Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right.
I'd like to see the defense stiffen up a little bit here, maybe get the ball back and see what we can do before halftime.
A little bit of a short kick here by Landon Smith, and that's taken at the 26-yard line. He's going to bring it out to the 32 or 33-yard line. Eagles have got 2 minutes and 8 seconds to work a little bit of magic to try to even up the score a little bit here. Three receivers on the far side, one to the near side. And the handoff, fake handoff, here's King. He's rolling out, and he short-armed it. That was intended for Golson.
That was a rare bad throw.
I think he was in between steps. It has a lot to do with it.
Yep.
Into the game at running back is Owens after Phillips had some real nice success. He's getting a little bit of a breather. 2nd and 10. Three receivers to the far side, one to the near side. In the eye is Owens. Man in motion. Handoff goes to Owens. He reverses his field, and boy, they had a chance to get him in the backfield.
Yeah.
Steve, and they didn't.
Got to keep your head up so you can see where he's going.
Yeah. So what could have been a loss turns into a gain of 5. Now 3rd down and 5. Clock's running. Minute 40 to go until halftime. Join us for the West End Body halftime show, if you would. 2 receivers near, 2 far. King in the gun. He's back to pass, and he sees Golston. Golston with a nice move there. Oh, and the ball's on the ground. I don't know if they're going to call it down or not, but the ball was out. I think the ground caused it, Steve.
Yeah, I think he was down.
So that's going to result in a first down. Eagles into Falcon territory. Boy, when Eagles and Falcons get together, I'm telling you, the rodents are scared. Here's King again under pressure. He rolled out, nearly collected at the 50, runs out of bounds. You know, really, that's the first time he's been pressured and had to roll out of the pocket.
Turned that into a gain, too.
He did.
Could have had him in the backfield a couple of times.
So gain of about 3 on the play. West Catholic with some wholesale substitutions defensively. 52.8 seconds to go here until halftime. I think they brought in, West Catholic brought in the A team for defenders. They don't want this ball thrown deep. Man in motion is Golston. Back to pass is King. Throws a little dinker-dunker. And a little bit hot for T.D. Davis.
They've run that a couple of times. He's been open.
Gets right behind
times.
That linebacking core right there and has some open field in that slot.
Crossing pattern.
Mm-hmm. Plays being called in. 2 receivers near and 2 receivers to the far side. Back to pass goes King. That's the same play he was looking for before. And, boy, I'll tell you what, T.D. Davis, he's got some wheels.
Yeah, he does.
And that one juke, as soon as he caught the ball, was the difference between being tackled and a first down. Clock stops to move the sticks. I think he did go out of bounds, though, Steve.
I don't know.
I think it did. Clock's not running.
Clock's not running.
So, yep. 3 receivers near, 1 to the far side. Back to pass goes King. He's rolling out, and he's going to throw a long one. He's got somebody there, but little bit overthrown by a couple of feet, and that was intended to go to Aaron Golston. Good coverage by, who was that out there? Zagunis, I think.
Yes.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now. 31 seconds to go until halftime.
I'd like to see them get to the quarterback and keep this clock running, or force them to use a timeout.
King extends the play on these rollouts.
Yes.
Really is a big benefit. Causes a little chaos. And a fake handoff again. Rolls out. Here goes King. He's under pressure by Aaron Record, and he gets hit as he throws, and the ball goes harmlessly out of bounds. Good pressure on that by Record.
They've had success on these 3rd and long plays.
They have. Little slants and screens. When they complete the pass, good things happen for the Eagles.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to that crossing pattern again.
3rd and 10, 2 receivers near, 2 far. And Owens lines up in the eye, back to pass is Charlie King. He's now scrambling. He rolls out. He's got enough for a first down, and he gets out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Yeah, he's pretty seasoned for a sophomore.
Yeah, he's pretty heady.
This kid's sharp.
Phillips is coming back in the game.
And West Catholic goes back to their original package. .6 seconds to go. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Man in motion, and King's coming back. He's under pressure. Nice blitz coming there from West Catholic.
That was good.
It was Luke Radlinski. And they're finally getting a little bit of pressure on King. He's so good on that rollout.
They did have that screen set up, though, on the far side.
Sure did. Three receivers near, one on the far side. Phillips in the gun. Roll out. Here's King looking for a receiver. He lofts one into the end zone. And let's see if it's caught. I don't know. And they're calling it a touchdown.
Oh.
Calling it a touchdown. T.D. Davis.
Unbelievable.
It had looked like the defender almost gave up on the play, figuring that he had given up, right?
Yeah.
And then the ball was lofted in. A lot of air underneath it, and he slid down and almost caught it sitting down.
Yeah, he was on the ground.
So with 5.8 seconds to go, Christian scores on a 25-yard pass play, and
hit the upright.
Kick is no good. Hit the upright. Five seconds to go. That was quite a drive.
That was.
And a really nice pass and catch. And West Catholic got caught off on that one.
Gosh. We got a Christian player down on about the 5-yard line. Oh.
While they're attending to him, another message from West Catholic.
All right, so we have an alumni homecoming happy hour.
Happy hour.
I got to turn on a light here.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go.
There we go.
Okay, West Catholic alumni are invited to a special celebration. Reconnect with old friends and fellow graduates at the Alumni Homecoming Happy Hour on Wednesday, October 2nd from 5 till 8 p.m. at West Catholic. Pizza and drinks will be provided, and the school archives will be open to explore. Visit grwestcatholic.org/alumni to RSVP.
So 21-13 is your score after the PAT failed. We still have the injured player. He's now getting up, the Eagle there. Hey, Paget Business Services is your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Paget Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, visit Paget online at www.pbsgr, that's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff. And Paget's located on Lake Michigan Drive right next to Mr. Berger.
This is something I've never seen before.
That's Reuben Riley down there, and he's a coach, and he is carrying off the injured player, which is Aaron Golston, the speedster. And everybody remembers Reuben Riley, University of Michigan player, and came here as a head coach. He's now administrator at the middle school, Christian Middle, and he just carried him over on his shoulder.
God, he just like a sack of potatoes.
So he's not feeling good. I think he might have taken a little ding there. Here goes the Eagles, a little squib kick here, and quickly downed. That was Jacob Dussault.
Number 1?
25.
25?
Yeah. 4.3 seconds. I always kid with Tom. I'm like, air it out. Just air it out. No, they're going to take a knee.
I think they
are.
Right,
Tom? They're going to take a knee.
I would agree.
Roll the dice. Yeah, look at all the.
Yeah, I'd
look
say
at everybody.
we're bunched up pretty nicely.
And West Catholic is going to take a knee, and that's going to bring us to halftime. Your score, West Catholic 21 and Grand Rapids Christian 13. And just an interesting half of football. I tell you what, don't take these Eagles for granted. They got some things going on, and I am really impressed with their sophomore quarterback, Charlie King.
Yeah, he made some things happen, and he's got a couple of good receivers and a good running back. And
absolutely.
We've had our chances, though, to sort of, I'm not going to say put them away, but at least get a little more distance in the score. And
so we are going to get the stats and whatnot from Steve Grooms right now. Take a look at what both sides did. And taking a look here, again, across the area scores, here's a big one. Forest Hills Central, 20, South Christian 6.
I don't know. I find that hard to believe.
What? Last week, I think it was Forest Hills Central got thumped, didn't they? Yeah, I think they took a loss. And so I'll tell you what, this has been a really interesting year in the OK Conference. All right, Steve Grooms has got everything set up here for us. Steve, did you bring your readers?
I do.
All right.
When he's got a nice light and everything, that's a professional situation right there.
He's got it all. He does this,
Yes.
All right, let's
Not
cut in
the first
here.
rodeo.
No. All right. Back to the Knuckleheads.
All right, here we are.
Okay, so we take a look at first half here on the West End Body halftime show. West Catholic leading 21-3, but Christian High was the first to draw blood tonight. T.D. Davis had a 10-yard run, and Collins' 17-yard run and the Landon Smith kick, and that evened it up at 7. Then Gabe Schwieters with a great pass down the sideline from Grady Augustin was I think that was a 60-yarder. I think I'll have to take a look what Steve's got here. But West Catholic took a lead there, and then Grady Augustin here in the east end zone after another nice drive, 8-yard run, conversion by Landon Smith, and that made it 21-7. Christian High came down and had a really nice drive going. Penalty along the way, but a 24-yard pass to T.D. Davis from Charlie King. However, the kick had failed. Again, we talked about this at the pregame show. How important is a kicker, and this may come into play again here tonight.
Could be big.
It could be very big. Taking a look at rushing-wise, David Brittenfeld, again, your workhorse, 11 carries, 56 yards. Colin Abram, 3 carries for 18. Aaron Record, 1 carry for 21. A really nice run there.
Yes.
And Grady Augustin with that, he's got 2 attempts, 8 yards, but it was an 8-yard touchdown scamper for him. And then Colin Abram, 3 carries, 18 yards, and he got that other touchdown. Through the air, Grady Augustin making the most of it again, 3 of 5 for 93 yards, including that long one, 60-yarder to Gabe Schwieters. So Gabe's got 1 catch for 60 and a score. David Brittenfeld, 1 catch for 27. And Colin Abram, 1 catch for 6 yards. 200 yards of total offense for the Falcons. Again, rushing 19 attempts, 107 yards, averaging 5.6 and 2 touchdowns. Through the air, 3 of 5 for 93 and a score. 9 first downs for the Falcons and no turnovers. We take a look at Christian High. And on the ground, Tony Phillips, really nice running for him. 9 carries, 39 yards. Then William Owens, 3 carries for 14. And Charlie King scrambled twice for 14 yards. Tony Phillips getting 1 touchdown on the ground there. And through the air, Charlie King, again, really like the way he plays.
Yes.
For a sophomore, definitely. 10 of 19 for 115 yards and 1 score. That score going late to T.D. Davis with just 5.7 seconds left until halftime. Aaron Golston, the recipient of 2 catches, 21 yards for him. And Tony Phillips, 2 catches for 11, and Brant Alice, 1 catch for 7. So on the ground, 67 yards on 14 attempts. They average 14.8, and through the air, 10 of 19 for 115 and 1 touchdown. 1 turnover on the night, the fumble, as Grand Rapids Christian was going down the field. West Catholic struck very quickly after a couple of plays with Brittenfeld down the sideline for that 60-yarder, and that's where we're at right now.
That scramble by Charlie King with I don't remember how much time there was left, but he got the first down, and then that put them in the position to score just before the end of the half. That if we make a stop there, that bring up 4th and long, it would have made a difference.
Sure would have. So I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the West End Halftime Show. We're going to take a quick break. Need to get a charger for the hotspot is what we need to do so we don't lose the total broadcast. So everybody will hang tight with us. We are going to halftime, and we will return in about 10 minutes and bring you the rest of the broadcast. Again, if you're just joining us, West Catholic 21, Grand Rapids Christian 13. Joe Sack and Steve Abed be back here with the second half of play in just a few minutes. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we're back. West End Body halftime show. Made a mad dash out to the van.
I want you to know Joe Sack still has wheels.
The broadcast. We've got a hot spot we're having to work with tonight, and we're very sorry if the broadcast is a little choppy or not up to par what we're used to. But we're making the best of it. Steve and I are. Had to run out to get a charger for the hot spot.
I think
I'm doubles as my phone.
I'm working with MacGyver here tonight. So
rubber bands and
right.
Gum wrappers, and we're putting this thing together. Anyways, let's talk about the first half of play. A couple minutes until kickoff of the second half. West Catholic will be receiving, but I am thoroughly impressed with this sophomore quarterback that the Eagles have. It's Charlie King. He looks like a seasoned senior, and he's got a cast of receivers that are doing it, and they got something going on tonight.
He's made some plays, and he's been pressured a couple of times, not as much as we'd like, but he's managed to scramble and give himself some time, and then he found a couple of open receivers, and then he ran for those big first downs a couple of times.
Yeah, he saw open field, and he was able to convert in West Catholic territory to extend a drive. Seems to choose his passes very well, and I don't think that Coach Sundberg is putting him in any position to have to check down too many receivers. He's getting rid of the ball in a hurry, and he'll throw it away if he has the need to. But just really for a sophomore in his fifth game here, he's doing a great job.
Yes, and he made a couple of throws that were not exactly – he had an open receiver, one fell at his feet.
Right.
Another one that was a little too far out in front of the receiver. But, yeah, he's making a difference, because without him, I think we're up 21-zip. So
and West Catholic's offense is doing a really nice job moving the ball. Started a little bit slow on a 3-and-out on their first series, and they seem to regain their speed and their composure. Defensively, though, what do the Falcons have to do defensively against the Eagles
It's
tonight?
the same thing that's been happening the previous games. We hold them for 2 downs, and then we give up something that seems like we should have had covered. So I'm not sure if it's a breakdown or if other you got to give credit to the other team. Sometimes they're getting open, or things that we didn't see or they were capitalizing on. So, but maybe in this half, I think we get the ball to start the half, and maybe.
I think tackling at the point of contact is a really, really big thing that the Falcons have to work their way through defensively, and having these great big backs, these 220-pound backs that we've been dealing with the past couple of weeks here, and Carson Viss is another one.
Yeah,
these guys are they're hard to bring down, but they can be brought down, and I'm sure that Darren Smith is screaming about that.
Basic football, right? Make good tackles, good blocks, and.
Well, we want to thank everyone for joining us on the West End Body halftime show. We are ready for the second half kickoff, and the Eagles are going to line it up, and let's see what they do here. They've been kicking some shorties, and again, they do the same thing and called for a fair catch at about the 32-yard line for West Catholic is, I think that was Luke Redlinski.
Yep. 42.
So that's where the Falcons are going to get started here in the second half. Let's see what kind of adjustments here, if any, were needed offensively. So here comes Grady Augustin. He's got David Brittenfeld in the eye, and low snap, but hands off to Brittenfeld. Quick 3-yard gain before being tackled. Nice tackle made there by number 50, Will Hausig. And we've got a defensive encroachment.
He tried everything he could to hold himself up.
Backs up, but he can't. So that's going to give the Falcons 5 yards. Did you say that you like to throw on second and short?
Some coaches do.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. And that's Schwieters. Another handoff here goes to Brittenfeld. He's got some room to run. Comes to the outside and ran right into a man being blocked.
I don't know if he had too much speed going forward. It would have been nice if he could have just cut it back a little bit because there was a crease there. But it might have been too sharp of an angle to make it.
Yeah, and he did have a head of steam going. That block just ended up going right in the path that he was running. So another handoff this time to Colin Abram, or was that? I think it's Colin Abram. That's going to result in a first down for the Falcons.
It was Redlinski that time.
It was Redlinski, okay. 10:35 to go here in the third quarter. West Catholic leading 21-13. Playing here at Eagles Stadium. Fake handoff, Grady back to pass, and he's got a man deep, and that's Schwieters, and it hit his hands and I think his hip.
He's going to have a nightmare about that.
Well thrown ball right into his hands. I think it hit his hip as he tried to grab it, and that falls incomplete.
Wow.
That's there all night.
We'll see if he comes back to it.
Augustine in the eye, Colin Abram sets up to his right. And it's going to be a handoff to Abram, showing patience. He's up through the middle. Bobs and weaves his way up for a gain of about 5. Oh, that's a generous 5. That's more like 6. West Catholic now into Eagle territory. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. 2 receivers near, 1 to the far side. Handoff again to Colin Abram. He tries to.
He might have gotten a first down on second effort there.
And enough for the first down. The sticks are moving.
That was a nice hard run.
It really was. He bounced it back to the outside a little bit, enough to gain the extra 3 yards he needed. 3 receivers near, 1 to the far side. Now 2 men in motion is Gutierrez and Record. And now a pitch out to Brittenfeld. Brittenfeld's got a little bit of room, and he's along the sideline. Gained of about. He's explosive.
Yeah.
You give him a little bit of room, and he's explosive. It looks like we've got an Eagle that's down on the sideline and back up. Hey, Dubin Dube Attorneys at Law, with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza. Business transactions, mergers, acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers like Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law. So there's a flag down on the play also, Steve.
Oh, that's not good.
Block in the back is the indication from Steve Grooms. It's going to go against West. Boy, and that's going to get them back into their own territory. Ball's going to be at the 47-yard line. And that's a 1st and 21.
Yeah.
Spot foul. Here's Record in motion. Grady Augustin back to pass under a little bit of pressure, and just overthrew intended receiver Gutierrez. Found a little opening. Awkward going against his throwing side. Delivered it a little bit high and luckily not picked off.
Yeah, there was a defender right behind.
This is definitely going to force another pass play here. Two receivers near, one to the far side, low snap. Recovery nice by, Augustin had Schwieters on a little slant and in and out of his hands. Schwieters wants that one back again.
Yeah,
that's two
another
of them.
one. The snap was a little low, and I think caused him to hurry up the throw a little bit.
I think he wanted to hit him 5 yards earlier. So here goes West Catholic on 3rd and very long, 3rd and 21. Ball at the 47-yard line. 3 receivers near, one to the far side. Brittenfeld comes to the right side of Augustin, and now under pressure. Here's Augustin rolling out, looking for Gutierrez. Well covered.
Yes.
Right along the sideline. That ball falls incomplete, and West Catholic is going to have to punt here.
That was a lost opportunity. We had really good field position, and then the penalty took it away.
Yeah, that's just tough.
4th and 21.
Comes Cal Peterson to punt the ball.
Get our personnel lined up here.
Back to receive T.D. Davis for the Eagles. A little bit of a high snap, a good recovery by Peterson. He lofts one high, and that's going to hit at the 21-yard line and take a West Catholic bounce all the way down past the 10. It's going to be down at the 6-yard line. Really nice flip of the field.
Very nice punt.
Sure was. Crosswind. The wind isn't favoring one way or the other going up and down the field, but boy, Callahan Peterson did a really nice job in the.
Let's just keep them right here.
And did a really nice job in the.
Let's just keep them right here and get that ball back.
94 yards to pay dirt for the Eagles. And here comes King. He's got Tony Phillips in the backfield, and he's going to hand it off to Phillips. He's got a little bit of a seam there, gets about 3 yards. Gets him a little bit out of the danger zone, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
West Catholic 21 and Grand Rapids Christian 13. 8:30 to go in the third period. Here come the Eagles from their own 9-yard line. Second and 7. Charlie King in the gun, sends a man in motion. Now he throws the ball, and it's intercepted. Chris Schaub, he's at the 5 and finally brought down. Chris Schaub just reached up, snatched that ball, reversed his field, and that's the second turnover of the night for the Eagles on the interception. What a great athletic play by Chris Schaub.
I don't even know how he got that ball. He was facing the other way.
Yeah, he had to do some contortion there.
And then he managed to gain yards after the catch.
He was looking for the end zone. Nobody more surprised than him that he had the ball.
Yeah.
So here come the Falcons. They're first and goal from the 5. Here's the handoff to Brittenfeld, and he tiptoes up and through and gets down to about the 3, maybe 4-yard line. Not much doing there.
No. Had to wait for the hole to develop, and then it closed pretty quickly.
It did. Christian's got some big defenders up there.
They do.
It's really a great matchup in the trenches. Low snap, recovered, and here goes Grady Augustin, and he made the most of it.
Hurdled over a defender.
He found a bunch of lemons, and he made lemonade out of that one. It's a custom caulking touchdown. 4 yards.
Well, that
was a low snap. That's
low snap could have been disastrous.
Yep. He looked up. He had Brittenfeld, and he said, just let me do it. Brittenfeld, I think, laid a block, and Grady Augustin went right off tackle, tiptoed his way in. And West Catholic now 27-13 pending the extra point. There's Landon Smith. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is a low one, but it's up and it's good. So West Catholic now 2 scores ahead of the Eagles.
Another custom caulking
touchdown. Easy for you to say.
Have to find my words.
7:24 here to go in the third. West Catholic with a 5-yard custom caulking touchdown by Grady Augustin.
It's 2 for him tonight.
One neat thing, you know Jim Augustin, obviously, and Jim Augustin for years an official. What a grandpa to have, right, to draw on all kinds of information.
Yep.
And you can see that in the way he plays. And Jim has done Rose Bowls, Orange Bowls.
He was head of Big Ten officials, I believe.
I think he was.
Something along those lines.
And you can see it in the way he plays. So here comes Landon Smith kicking off to the Eagles. Nice big booming kick. Bounces at the 12. Mishandled. And look at the opportunity this brings. Boy, sometimes mishandled stuff turns out just great for a receiving team.
Yeah, everybody slows down a little bit.
Drew Sherpka was the one that grabbed that. He got it out to the 20-yard line. Couldn't quite find the handle on it after the bounce. So West Catholic again, nice defensive stand. That touchdown came from a Chris Schaub interception and a short run back to the 5-yard line. West Catholic in 2 plays scores. So 3 receivers to the far side, man in motion, and the handoff goes to Phillips.
That was nice. They stuffed him right at the line of scrimmage that time.
Yeah, Matt
3 or 4 Falcons right on the ball.
Playing with a little bit of swag right now. You can see that in the defense. They're seeing it now.
Yeah. The offense looks a little deflated for Christian.
Phillips in the eye. King in the gun. 2 receivers far. 1 to the near side. Man in motion in the slot. And here comes King, and he's under pressure, and he just throws it away. He didn't have anybody nearby, and he was between the tackles. So I don't know if this is going to result in a penalty, but I don't think so.
Well, they're talking it over. There really wasn't anybody there.
No, he was under pressure very quickly, and there goes the flag. The flag, yeah. Yeah, there was nobody within 15 yards of where he threw the ball under pressure. And then he 15 yards of where he threw the ball under pressure. And then he came back to the near side of the field and just threw it to the sideline.
All of his receivers were on the other side of the field, so I don't know if he went the wrong way or something wasn't right about that play. So that's a loss of down as well.
So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 15 now. Ball is at the 15-yard line. 6:32 to go here in the third. 28-13 your score. West Catholic leading Grand Rapids Christian. Here's King in the Grand Rapids Christian. Here's King in the gun. He's going to hand it off to Phillips. Phillips, boy, is he a strong runner. Even the official can't bring him down. He was using the official.
But there again, we could have had him 6-7 yards earlier. And now it's 4th and 1.
Everybody needs a Tony Phillips.
That's right.
Oh, man. So it's going to bring up 4th and a yard. Christian's going to go. I don't think he jumped all the way. He moved. They did not throw a flag. West Catholic just bumped. And here's a handoff that was a little bit wide. And that one went to Phillips. Boy, that was a really lucky that they didn't lose that handoff. Phillips got hit very hard.
He did.
And he's going to come off the field. He's just like, I got to catch my breath here because all of it got knocked out of me. Into the game comes William Owens, who's a really good replacement for that, for your depth guy to go to. Oh, man. So, new set of downs. Ball's going to be at the 40-yard line. King's got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Man in motion now. And the ball is on the ground and, bounced right back up into William Owens' hands.
But, Joe, we had them 3rd and 15 or whatever it was. And that's where that killer instinct has to come in. You need to make that stop, get the ball back, and get it back into your offense's hands.
Combination of execution, anger, and
desire.
Desire. It's all there. Wideouts are split even, 2 to either side. Back to pass is King. He's under pressure. He's going to go down. That is Brittenfeld coming from his linebacker position on a blitz.
All right, so again, 3rd and very long.
So just a wide snap and a near bobbled handoff, and they're going to run for 15,
right? Right. Seems like it. Phillips is back in the game.
2 receivers far, 1 near. Now they called it. A little bit of a jump. A little bit of jump for the Falcons. That's
not smart.
Don't be too anxious. You've got them way back. It's going to cost 5 yards. Still, it's going to be outside the sticks. 3rd and 14 now. But it's better than 3rd and 19.
Right.
Three receivers far, 1 near. And here goes King rolling out again.
Very good coverage on that.
Very good. King rolling out again.
Very good coverage on that.
Very good coverage. It's Colin Hunter. Boy, and he was right there. A little bit of misdirection, just like a little counter screen. And now 4th and 14.
They don't line up in a true punt formation, so you're never quite sure what they're going to do.
It's tricky. So King directing traffic. He steps back a little bit further, and there's your punt.
Oh, nice
punt.
Oh,
Jesus, kid's good. It's going to take a Eagles bounce all the way down past the 20. They're going to mark it down at the 19-yard line.
Well, he had a nice spiral on that and everything.
And that's a half-step kick. This kid's a gamer.
He is. He's got a lot of weapon.
Hey, fall's the absolute perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home. And Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want to make your home the envy of the neighborhood. So contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out online at ShanerAvenueNursery.com. Here come the Falcons from the 19-yard line. Here's Augustin directing traffic. He's in the gun. He's going to hand that ball off. It wasn't Brittenfeld. I think it was Colin Abram. Yeah, it was Brittenfeld.
Brittenfeld. It's hard to see the number the big linemen get in the way.
Big fellas.
They just block out
everything. They're so necessary.
They are.
2nd and 9 for the Falcons. Augustin from the gun looks to pass. Who's he got? Jack Zagunis. Zagunis grabs it. Oh, my goodness.
That
at the
was another fantastic
46-yard line.
Wow. That was good coverage that time.
Look back and just, yeah, Zagunis is fired up.
I think that's his first catch of the evening.
I think it was too. Really over the shoulder, had his head back, and that ball was placed perfectly. He had to slow down a little bit. Triple stack now record in motion. Here comes Grady Augustin back to pass. He's under a little bit of pressure. Now more pressure. Going to the far side of the field, sees somebody deep. It's Schwieters. Can he grab it? No. Broken up by T.D. Davis. Davis out there along with Nasir Zimmerman.
He's down.
Schwieters is down. We got an official timeout. While he's being attended to, let's pay some more bills. If you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing, an Owens Corning certified contractor. Schwieters is down.
He's down. While that was happening, we had a penalty assessed against us. We had illegal receiver downfield, or ineligible receiver.
That's not good.
No.
And Schwieters is up. He just wanted a little breather. That was a lot of effort.
A lot of sprinting down the field.
This Catholic meeting with Coach Landon Grove over on the numbers at the 30-yard line. And they're going to get back at it here. So the penalty is going to put West Catholic back to a 1st and 15. What was the penalty?
Ineligible down.
Ineligible. All right, handoff's going to go to number 9. That's Cal Peterson. He's getting a little help. Gets out. I think he gets it just at the sticks again. Gain of about 5 on the play, maybe just 4. It's a pretty good punter.
Yeah.
He's a multi-duty guy.
He's got many responsibilities.
Yes, he does. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side in Zagunis. No, Zagunis is out on the far in single coverage. Brittenfeld is going to take the handoff. He's got some room. He's going up across the 50, 45, 40. He's got a head of steam. Gets down to, looks like the 31-yard line. Nice pickup of about 25 on the play.
That was very nice.
Had a lot of room. Great blocking.
Big first down.
Minute 35 to go here in the third quarter. West Catholic leading 28-13. I want to thank again Steve Abed for being a super sub tonight for Tom Mikowski.
Super sub sounds good.
It does. Meatball. I think a meatball sub tonight. On 1st and 10, handoff goes to Colin Abram. Colin dashes up.
That was nice.
He gets about 11 on the play, moves the sticks.
He runs north and south really well, and then he delivers a blow when the tackle is being made.
And he's a sophomore.
Yeah, I've watched him play since he was in 5th grade. With my
where was he over at? Was he at a Holy Trinity?
Spirit,
Holy Spirit
Holy
kid?
Spirit, where my grandkids go.
Here's a handoff to, is that Radlinski, I
think so. Yep, he's coming out now. The line is sort of having their way a little bit right now with Christian's defense.
Yeah. Christian's defense got to be a little bit tired. Here comes Augustin, puts a man in motion, and that is Wildman. Grady Augustin calls his own number after faking the handoff to Brittenfeld, picks up maybe 2. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now, and the clock is ticking down, and that's going to be it for the third quarter of play. West Catholic 28 and Grand Rapids Christian Eagles 13. So fourth quarter of play coming up here. Let's pitch some. Yeah, let's pitch some more West Catholic. Got some neat things coming up. If you want to send your kids to West.
I have an update that the Tigers are up 4-1.
Love that.
That's from Mr.
Their
Wagner.
magic number was 1 tonight.
So remember we talked about this earlier, but Experience West Night. Middle school families are invited to join us for Experience West Night on Thursday, October 10 at 6:30 p.m. Experience West is an interactive open house filled with opportunities to discover why West Catholic is the best place for your students' high school education. Come learn about the school's academics, faith life, arts, athletics, and more. Visit grwestcatholic.org/admissions to register today.
Taking a look at some scores around the area. Steve Groom's helping us out here. Go the other way, Steve. Let's get back up to the meaningful stuff here. And Unity Christian 20, Zeeland West 8. West Catholic Central up on Ottawa Hills 35-0. No surprise there. East Grand Rapids 20, Holland Christian 14. And here's one. Forest Hills Eastern and Hamilton. Forest Hills Eastern up 14-0 in the third. What in the world is going on?
Some surprises there.
It's a crazy night of football. It's actually been a crazy 3 weeks of football.
That's why we play the games.
That's why we play the games. So much fun. That Hamilton Forest Hills Eastern 14-0. That I didn't expect that.
I didn't either.
Here come the Falcons here. Hand off to Brittenfeld. No, it's a fake. It's Grady Augustin again, and
it's 3 times he's run that tonight.
3 times he's run in for a touchdown, custom caulking touchdown, number 3 on the night for Grady Augustin.
That was a beautiful fake, and then just taking it right up the left side.
I thought Brittenfeld had the ball until I saw Grady, and he was high-stepping it from the 5.
Yeah, he knew
he had
where
it.
he could go.
So West Catholic now 34-13, pending the extra point. Landon Smith comes out. So first play of the fourth quarter results in a touchdown for the Falcons. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up and it's good. A nice job by that holder.
Yes.
He had to turn that ball over.
Laces out.
Oh, man. So another Grady Augustin rushing touchdown.
Now you know.
Steve, how far was that? 7? 13 yard. And now 34-13. West Catholic really, they got control of this game now.
Well,
don't talk too quick, Joe.
don't do that.
Hey, I'm just an announcer.
Right?
We
coaches, it's not over till the fat lady gets out of her chair and starts singing.
They're going to roll her up here pretty soon in about 11 minutes. Here's Landon Smith. He's kicking off to the west end zone.
Another good kick.
A nice kick retrieved at the 12-yard line. Coming up is number 16. He's got a head of steam. He's out past the 30. Now brought down at about the 34-yard line. The 26, Brayson Clark. He's a 10th grader.
There's a flag.
Flag on the play? Would that include a face? Did it look like a face mask going down there? Or I don't know.
I can't tell you for sure.
Here's the official.
Unsportsmanlike against Christian.
Oh, geez. Oh, it's offsetting. Let's do it all over again.
Well, no harm, no foul on that one.
No harm, no foul, yep.
I don't know if it was words being said or.
Your mother wears army boots.
Something along those lines.
And so does your mother. So ball's out at the 35-yard line. Nice run back. This is where Christian's going to have their first offensive set of the fourth quarter, looking to tighten things up here. Here's King. Sends a man in motion. That's T.D. Davis. Hands off here to Phillips. Phillips reverses his field, and he's a hard one to bring down, too. And again,
now just got to complete the tackle. Wrap him up.
Wrap him
take
up
him
at
to
the
turf.
point. Yeah, wrap him up at the point of contact. I think coming around, it looked like Peterson was just about as surprised as he could be. I don't think he had quite the time to get down, to get on his legs, but it's going to result in a gain of about 6, bringing up a 2nd and 4 now. A little bit of a scramble
They're
here for
confused about who's supposed to be out there.
Personnel issues here for the Eagles.
I think they have their problem fixed now.
Where's that clock? They don't have a clock running. Here's King out of the gun. He hands it off to Phillips. Phillips goes right into the pile. Gets maybe a yard.
That was number 9.
Sorry, that was Owens.
Owens.
Yep. William Owens. And they're on a hurry up here. They're getting set very quickly. 1 receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side.
I don't think he crossed.
Yep, Phillips in the eye. Ty Damstra in the slot. I expect him to go in motion here.
Nope.
King out of the gun. He's back to pass. Stays in the pocket. Now scrambles. Goes forward.
Got holding there, but they didn't call it.
Slides 2 yards ahead of the sticks. Picks up first down. Ball at the 47. 9:50 to go in the ball game. I don't think Christian High looked like this in those losses that they had here recently. They've got some things together tonight.
Yes.
Out of the gun, here's King again, looks to pass. He's got T.D. Davis. They've run that play a couple times, enough for a first down.
Right.
Gets right in behind that linebacking core, and pretty easy pitch and catch for those two.
Yep.
So here's King out of the gun again. 1st and 10, ball at the 42-yard line. He's got Owens, hands it off to Owens. Owens has got a small hole there, but nice job by Colin Hunter, who just happened to be getting up from his block. Kind of lifted.
Got
and
in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
I'm going to try that.
That was my highlight as a grade school player. We'll go into that in a minute.
Okay. We're going to walk down memory lane here.
King in the gun, sure. Houseman Field. Oh, boy. Playing St. Stephen's.
That's my alma mater.
All right. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near, out of the gun. King again looks to pass. Pocket closing in on him. He has a man. T.D. Davis threw it a little bit high and into good coverage. Record there, and now T.D. Davis is down. Colin Hunter was right behind there in case In case that ball would have been tipped, it would have been easy to be intercepted. Now T.D. Davis pops right back up, shakes it off. Guy's a speedy kid.
I think they're going to make him come out for a play.
Yeah. The incomplete pass is going to bring up a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8 now for the Eagles. Real sorry if anybody's texting out there. Unfortunately, we had to use the texting phone as a hotspot tonight. We love everybody, and we will get to you next week, I promise. We appreciate all of you that are hanging on despite the technical errors. Here's King out of the gun, 3rd and 8. He steps back to pass. He's under pressure, pocket collapsing, finds his man. Through that same little seam in the linebacking core is Adrian Selfie.
All right.
And he only got about 3 on the play, maybe 2. This is going to bring up a 4th down and 6. What are they going to do here? They got to do something. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. They got to get a score here.
They use their little pass play just there on 3rd down, so I don't think they'll come back to that right now. They have their big running back.
They're rushing that play in. They might get a delay here. Nope, they get the play off. He's scrambling, finds a man, and that's T.D. Davis, hit hard just as soon as he caught the ball by Zagunis, and that's really close to the sticks. It's going to depend on the mark. I think they're going to be short, and that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Falcons. Really nice hit as soon as he caught the ball by Zagunis.
Wait.
Hold on, what are they doing here?
He's indicating 1st down, looks like.
He needs to turn around and look at where the marker is. We got a penalty? A big penalty.
What is this?
I don't know. A roughing the passer.
Really?
Is called.
So a roughing the passer call gives them 1st down on the 20-yard line?
Yeah, 19-yard line's where they're going to get set up. 6:50 to go. King in the gun. He's got 2 receivers far, 1 to the near side. Fake handoff, under pressure. Boy, they're good at that little naked boot. Pass caught there by Brant Alice. Everything was going left until it wasn't.
Yes.
Came back to the right. I really like that. I mean, I really do. And this kid runs it well. Alice was releasing from his blocking spot at tight end. And King was going left, came back around, found Alice. And now it's 1st and goal from the 5. Here's the handoff. He's just a heck of a lot to bring down. That was Tony Phillips back in after he got hit about at the end of the 3rd quarter. It's going to get him down to the 1-yard line. Man, he's a load.
He's a big load. And he's got speed. Ball's on the 2. I would imagine they're going to give it right back to him.
I wouldn't do anything fancy if I were the Eagles right now.
They have an up back now too, so.
So you've got Phillips in and Owens. Send a man in motion. Oh, and this is a botched snap, and it's down, and it looks like Wes Cavlick's got the ball. Oh, man.
Wow. That's twice in this half that they've had the ball down inside the 15-yard line and turned it over.
2 fumbles and an interception, 3 turnovers for the Eagles. And that ball was up for grabs. It was rolling around on the carpet.
We'll take it.
And was that on the snap? I can't even think back to what it was.
He started to move backwards and lost control of it.
Gotcha. So West Catholic's going to get the ball at the 13-yard line after that fumble. Boy, I'll tell you what. Here's Augustin. He's going to hand it off to Brittenfeld. Brittenfeld finds himself a hole. He's up. Gain of about 6. They might give him 7. 4:53 to go in the ball game here. West Catholic leading 35-13.
A nice sustained drive here would put this game away. Maybe even get some other players into the game.
Again, Brittenfeld up the middle.
It's enough for a first.
Yep, he can do that until they run out of popcorn at the concession stand. Oh, it's closed. It smelled good when I ran out there. I give that 2 thumbs up for the smell of the popcorn here. What a beautiful stadium they've got here. I mean, we remember this, 40 years ago and what they've done.
Yeah, amazing. I just got word that the Tigers are in the playoffs. They won 4-1.
Go Tigers. Bunch of kids, too. It's just great. Here's Augustin back to pass. He's got a receiver deep long. It's Zagunis. Just outside of his diving hands.
Earlier I was going to say that they would come back to that play eventually because it's been open. Just hasn't been able to connect on it. But at this point, I would have been content to keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock moving.
And I think, for all the production that Zagunis has had, the ball really hasn't gone to him very much offensively tonight. He's done a really good job defensively. Here's Record in motion, handoff. And that looks like, is that Abram? That's Abram.
43. That was a nice run.
I can't keep these numbers straight. Yeah, it's Colin Abram.
So 3rd and 4?
3rd and 3 or 4,
3 or 4.
We're going to get a timeout called by Christian. While we do that, let's pay a few more bills. Hey, the new Frank's Market, located at 1020 West Fulton, Grand Rapids. They feature the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's Market's the only choice. And Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. And if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship that they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing, and Owens Corning certified contractor.
I'm getting nudged by your real co-host to please say the score. So
35-13, Tom. Thanks for listening. Here's Abram. Takes it up the middle on 3rd and long. We've got a penalty now. After he got it, the chain gang's backing up right now. We got a personal foul on Christian High and a personal foul on West. Well, the two of them were trying to bury each other into the turf, it looked like. So offsetting penalties. We're gonna run this one again.
Yeah, 3rd down, and well, they're trying to figure out if they mark them off or if they just play it from the.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it was offsetting. Now they're going to walk it the other way?
Yeah, I don't think it was offsetting. I think he got confused and called it the wrong way.
Oh, he called it on one side or the other. Okay, this one's going against West Catholic. Hold on. This chain gang's got it messed up right now.
Something isn't right here.
Yep, because that was on 3rd down.
Unless they're giving us the 1st down. It was a dead ball?
Okay. So here's the handoff again to Colin Abram. He's straightened right up by big number 55 for Christian. That's Davis Hutt, 11th grader, saying hello.
Well, it's unfortunate we lost the yards there, but it being a dead ball foul meant that
we got the first down. We got the gain of the play.
And so the time came off the clock.
2:25 to go here till the end of the game. There's Grady Augustin. Quick handoff again to Colin Abram. Gets a couple. This is going to bring up now 4th down and about 6.
Third down.
3rd down?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't see him move that. Brittenfeld back into the game.
What would be really fun is that quarterback keep play.
Yeah.
It's worked.
It has worked.
We've got little lights twinkling in the stands across the way.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
That is cool. Gustin hands it off to Brittenfeld. Brittenfeld follows a couple blockers. He's still moving. Boy, did they quick whistle that one? Or
I think he was down. I think we were watching the blocker move his guy downfield.
Like a big, yeah,
it looked like push. So the Christian calls timeout.
Yep, they're going to stop the clock. West Catholic's got a 4th and 2 with 1:22 to go, leading 35-13. I like that Coach Sundberg called this timeout. He's still got some fight, right?
No.
No?
No. Sorry.
He's getting
you're beat.
Sounds good on the radio.
Just let the game end.
He gets some. Maybe he wants to get some depth guys.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, let's give him that.
But he's not. No, he's got the same crew going out there. And we've got the kicking unit out here. Cal Peterson sets up. And touchdown Davis sets up at the 40-yard line.
Good old TD.
I love that.
Nice snap.
Good snap, roll-out kick, a low liner with a lot of heat. And it's going to take a West Catholic bounce. It's going to go all the way down to the 25-yard line with 1:11 to go. And, oh, there she is. See the big gal walking down the steps with the microphone?
I think she's warming up.
She's warming up.
See that little play there where the punt was on the ground? We used to tell our guys not to pick it up until the ref blew the whistle to run as much time off the clock in this situation because they give it a certain amount of time.
Yep.
But linemen don't get to touch the ball very often, so they
I want to touch it. Very anxious to do so.
They are. They still have their starters in, so.
Yeah. Man in motion. Here's King. They're watching on the roll. He completes the pass. And that went to number 7, Brant Alice. Clock still ticking down. No timeouts left for Christian. We're inside of a minute. I'm going to give it another time. I can tell you right now, the Eagles have learned a lot about how, they're who they are tonight. They really did very well. A couple of mistakes. Here's a short pass, goes to T.D. Davis. He's brought down very quickly by Jack Zagunis.
It's the best defense we've had of that all night.
It really is.
Well,
clock's ticking down. They're going to try to get one more play off here. It's 3rd and 4. 17, 16, 15. We got another timeout. Oh, they had one left. It's going to be another timeout. They're going to run the hook and ladder.
They're going to do something.
Why not?
Everybody watched the Lions do it the other day.
That's right. No, I think West Catholic learned a lot. I like their ground game. I like what they did. They played very efficient football offensively. Defensively, there's still some work to be done. Okay, as both sides of the ball.
Yes,
always work to be done. But I'm pretty impressed that we're in the red zone.
Yes,
one fumble and one pick that resulted in touchdowns for West Catholic. And you reverse those, things look a little bit more even, don't they?
Yes.
14 off, 14 on. All of a sudden you got yourself a game. So Christian definitely improving here in the 5th game of the season. Oh, here goes a quick shot out of bounds. Pass was completed to number 14, Will Stite. Will's mom's happy about that.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be it. 4th down and 5 here with 9.9 to go. King out of the gun, Tony Phillips in the eye. 3 receivers to the far side. 1 to the near side. Here's back to pass. Completes to Alice. Did he get it? He did.
He got a first down, but the clock should start right away.
4.1 seconds. Yeah, that's it. Both teams going to line up. They're going to shake hands. We got a final score tonight here at Christian High, Eagles Stadium. West Catholic 35, Christian 13. So West Catholic improves to 2-0 in the OK White. And finally a winning record, 3-2 on the season. And we see both teams here.
It's hard to believe.
Shaking hands.
We're halfway through the regular season already.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Goes fast.
It goes very, very quickly. We wait all year for it to start up again, and boom, boom, we're done. So congratulations to the Falcons. Nice performance. Grady Augustin.
I said this after the Coopersville game. Wasn't on the radio.
Got his stats here. Go over these. Let's bring the knuckleheads back here. Hey,
there we are.
There we go. It's been a heck of a night, hasn't it? For the wind, and we got papers blowing all over. We got technical difficulties, but the Falcons have prevailed.
You're a gamer. You got it done.
Oh, Mikowski, yeah. What to do when your buddy's in L.A.
Right?
We made it through. We did okay. Team's over in front of the student section, and they sang the fight song, and they're going to group up in the end zone, and same thing's happening over in the west end zone with Christian High. And let's take a look at what transpired tonight. 35-13 win for the Falcons. And West Catholic scored in the 3rd and the 4th quarter. And they put 1 up in the 1st and 2 touchdowns in the 2nd. But Christian High started off the scoring tonight. Davis with a 10-yard run. And then Collin with a 17-yard run for the Falcons. Gabe Schwieters on the long 60-yard pass from Grady Augustin. And then Grady Augustin, it was the Grady Augustin show tonight,
It sure
right?
was, yes.
8-yard run for him. And then West Catholic pops back. Davis, 24, or excuse me, it was right at the end of the first half there, 5.7 seconds.
That they scored on that.
They scored on that 24-yard pass.
Yep.
Yeah. So Davis from King, and the kick failed. And then in the second half, Augustine with a 6-yard run, and then again a 13-yard run, both of those coming off of turnovers. And your final score is 35-13. So let's take a look at the numbers for Christian High, first of all. Rushing-wise, Tony Phillips did a really nice job, number 22. He's just a load, man, hard to bring down. He's got a lot of speed. 14 carries, 70 yards, and a score. Averaged 5 yards per touch. William Owens, 7 touches for 22 yards. And the quarterback, Charlie King, 5 rushing attempts for 21. They had 113 yards on 26 carries, averaged 4.3, which is, not too bad.
Pretty good rushing
really
average.
Is. Through the air, really like Charlie King. Completed 17 out of 30. I would have thought that number would have been bigger. Just seemed like he was doing a whole lot more. 160 yards and a score. He had 1 interception. Big benefactor on the night, T.D. Davis, 9 catches for 90 yards, averaging 10 per. Brant Alice, 3 catches for 26 yards. Aaron Golston, 2 catches for 21. And Tony Phillips, 2 catches for 11. So 273 yards of total offense for the Eagles, 113 on the ground, 116 through the air. They did have 3 turnovers on the night, and those were costly. They really proved costly. 2 of them in the red zone, moving the ball against the Falcons. We take a look at West Catholic. They had 343 yards of total offense on the ground. David Brittenfeld, another great night, 20 carries, 102 yards. Colin Abram got a load of carries tonight. He had 11 touches for 65 and a score. Grady Augustine, I'm telling you what, 4 touchdowns total for him, 1 through the air, but 3 on the ground for him, 5 rushing attempts, and 3 of those for touchdowns. He had 26 yards. Colin Abram, I really pretty impressed with this. The 11 touches for 65, did a really nice job. Aaron Record had 1 really nice play for 21 yards across the sideline. Matt Gutierrez had 1 carry for 5. Through the air, 4 of 11 for Grady Augustine, 125 yards in that score. That score went to Gabe Schwieters on that long 60-yard catch along the far sideline, resulting in a touchdown. Jack Zagunis, 1 catch for 32. David Brittenfeld had 1 catch for 27. Colin Abram, 1 catch for 6. So 218 yards on the ground on 39 attempts and 125 through the air. A little bit different than the normal 70-30, actually 65-35 that West Catholic's been doing. 343 yards, no turnovers on the night, and 17 first downs. I'm really liked what I saw tonight.
There's a lot of good things, A few things to work on, as I said earlier. But you look at the 2 leading rushers for West Catholic, average 5 and 6 yards per carry, respectively. And 2 to open those holes. And those guys are hard runners, and they are hard to bring down.
They sure were. Defensively on the night, take a look and see escapes from concept to completion by Moore & Sons Roofing, your local Owens Corning certified contractor, by Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right, and by your West Catholic Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school football program in the state of Michigan. I'd say go Tigers. Say go Michigan. I say go Sparties. It's going to be a tough road against Ohio State.
Oh, man. And I just want to make that one last pitch for the alumni homecoming happy hour. Happy hour on Wednesday, October 2nd. That's this Wednesday from 5 till 8 p.m. at West Catholic.
Thank you, Steve Grooms.
Pizza and drinks are being provided.
All right.
Well, it's fun working with you again tonight.
Absolutely. We appreciate you so much. You do a great job out here, and that's another one into the win column for West Catholic. They're now 3-2, facing a new foe in Wayland next week, and join Tom Mikowski, who will be not in L.A., but alongside me next week.
And I'll be safely up in the stands.
That's good.
Yelling at the refs.
God, I'm trying to catch all these papers are going.
Yeah.
It's still a little bit windy.
It's a ticker tape parade in
all
here.
All right.
So.
Good luck, and thank everybody for joining us tonight. Again, your score, West Catholic 35 and Christian High 13. We'll see you all next week. Pregame show at 6:30, kickoff at 7 against Wayland.
With no technical difficulties.
Well, man, we just hope. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you all next time.